Okay, this is the Ch6Rev1. This is numbers 4 through 6. And so we'll start with number 4. We're looking for the value of I and the value of sum after the following code is run. Sum is initialized to be 0. I is initialized to be 6. So we go and test the loop control. This is the loop control variable. And so we are going to test it. 6 is greater than 1, so we jump in the loop. Sum plus I, so that's 0 plus 6, which is 6, so sum becomes 6. We decrement I, becomes 5, so we subtract 1. End of loop, go back to while. I is 5, 5 is greater than 1, jump in a loop. And 6 plus 5 is 11, so sum is 11. We go here and we decrement, and it becomes 4. End of loop, go back to while. 4 is greater than 1 still. Jump back in the loop. Sum is 11 plus 4, and that's 15. Decrement the I, so now we're down to 3. So end of loop, go back to while. 3 is greater than 1, and so we jump into the loop. And sum plus I, which is 15 plus 3, is now 18. We go back down here, go the next line down actually, and we decrement. We have 2. For I, end of loop, go back to while. 2 is greater than 1, so we're still good here. We jump back in the loop. And sum is 18 plus 2, so we got 20. Then we go to the next line down. Decrement becomes 1. End of loop, go back to while. And 1 is not greater than 1. So this tells us that we are false, tells us to go kick out of the loop, and there's nothing left. So now we're done. So the value of I, as it says up here, is 1. The value of sum is 20. Okay, let's go 4 ways that you can increment an integer by 1. So actually this question is different than what we said. Oops. And so, oh boy, let's rewrite this. Okay, so what this really says is that, 4 ways you can increment the variable num by 1. What we first started doing at the beginning of this is that we took num and we said it was assigned to whatever the current value of num is and add 1 to it. So this is one way to increment or add 1 to num, to a variable. The other way that we learned was if we just take num and put the increment operator on it, then that also will increment it by 1. But you can have it as a postfix, or you might have it as a prefix. So prefix operator will also add 1 to num. All these do the same thing. And the last way is with the shortcut operator, where we did the add and assign. So if we take num and we add 1 and assign it to num, it'll add 1 to it. So it's a num plus equals 1. So those are 4 different ways that you could increment the variable num by 1. Okay, so let's go to the next one.